that you said that there is a difficulty with learning two-way communication. I have a feeling that the parental training aspect here, as at 3 year old, the parental training aspect is the most important critical factor here. I am not very sure if someone has has trained you good enough that you will be able to understand what the level of expectation at this level at this age should be, one, and whatever that expectation is, how to elicit it. It's called eliciting. It's not teaching. At 3 year old, you at 3 year old you don't teach communication to children at 3 year old. You elicit from them, and eliciting requires creating a situation, looking for the cues, understanding the style of the communication of the child, and most importantly, it includes a good communication trainer actually telling you, no, no, not this way. We are doing it this way because your child will respond in this way only. So it's the trainer's responsibility more to tell whoever it is. It can be an occupational therapist also, who has an idea of eliciting communication, especially because it is 3 year old. That is why I'm including occupational therapist as someone who would be able to elicit communication in their sensory activities, in the gross motor activities, in the activities of daily living. It would be the occupational therapist who can help you how to elicit communication, right? And but remember, at 3 year old, you are not expecting two-way communication, or the nature of two-way communication that I think you have in your mind is something that I have to first understand. What is it that your clear expectation
I
is?
mean that she
Because
will respond.
this conversation is not happening. Hmm.
Like she never called me mama or her father daddy. Like she told, obviously she told once or twice, but just without not for like asking, she would just say she felt like saying, I mean, till this day she never called me mommy, mommy, I want to do something, asking. She never asked us anything. She just spoke one way, whatever she felt like. It hurts me. I mean, I see other toddlers of her age calling mommy, mommy, I need this, I want this, but she never told this. No.
Fine. Now there are two things here very relevant. One is one is the emotional aspect, okay, of you, emotional aspect of you affecting this program planning. The second is the science part of it. You will have to make a balance between the emotion and the science part, because let me tell you that at 3 year old, with a child whose communication is still developing, your expectations nature has to change. I'm not saying you don't have to expect anything, but the nature of your expectation should be, and I'm giving you an example. This is just an example. You made the child swing in your lap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever way, in a way that she liked, in a way that she was really good, she really was happy about it. And then you deliberately put her down on the floor in front of you, and you became mute. You did not say anything after that. Nothing at all. And then she started pulling your hands to tell you, I want to swing more. Did she actually say that sentence? No. But she made sure that you understand that I was liking that activity and I want you to do that to me once more. That is the expectation at 3 year old for your child. If she achieves this, then we are going to achieve this in multiple activities, not just one activity, but in multiple activities we are going to achieve this. Again, for achieving this, you will have to mindfully select a task which is your, not just your job, your and therapist's job both, to together do it, where you will be able to elicit that response. Because if your activity is not that interesting to her, you are not going to get that response. Correct? So, what is the onus now? The onus now is which is the best fit, which activity or list of activities are a good fit for the communication level of my child. I hope you are understanding what my words mean. What activity should I design in my mind which is a good fit for the communication level of my child versus what you are trying to tell me now, and pardon me if this hurts your emotion, is about I want your communication level to be here. Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes.
So please understand that she is struggling with communication. You cannot expect and tell her, I want your communication level here. I want it here. You don't do that. You say, you will always have the approach of, I need to understand what is your communication level. How can I make sure that with your current communication level, I get the best response? So there's a change of attitude and perception here on from you. But this is not your journey alone. Your therapist has to help you to achieve this because you cannot think of ideas to achieve this on your own. It is not easy. It's not easy. It's very individualized. Every child has a very different style of communicating, and so it's not easy to plan by, okay, from tomorrow I'm going to plan activities according to my child's level. That's very theoretical, right? Your therapist with multiple sessions, one on one, will be able to tell you. By the way, your child's level of present communication, I am hypothetically telling you, is much better than what you are already assuming. But you need to learn how to take the best out of her. Are you getting? It's
Yes, yes,
already
yes,
better than what you are assuming,
yes.
but you have to take out the best out of her. The communication part.
Sir,
We have children who are much more level.